Hello, hello. How's it going, guys? Got a little bit of a treat. I'm going to be playing some friendlies today. What's going on, Freddie? Alan? You guys in your football. Our football is better. Wrong name, but better. Going on, Tim? I get it though. I'm a diehard fan of American football. So come football season, you guys will see tons of talk of scores and such in the stream/chat, I am sure. So go ahead and get it out. I 100% understand. It's the World Cup. It's as big as it gets for sports for you guys. I get it. Yes, foosball with them gargantuans. I'm definitely waiting a few minutes to kind of kick it off here. Open up these chests. That's gonna for sure be the first thing. Alan, do you want to be list keeper? I'll let you get in first if you'd like to do a friendly, and then keep the list. Awesome, Tim. We'll probably wait till about 4 or 5 minutes to kick it off. Let's see if we got anything to upgrade. Actually, I haven't looked in a while because I know it's none of my main clubs in the bag. We'll do the Horizon. Why not? 1,600 coins is, I get, 80,000 coins a day for free from people. So 16,000 is nothing. At 71 million, I pretty much just upgrade everything usually. No point not to. I hate having that little the red number there. I just saw Kenneth Ivey posted one. Wind adjustment techniques using the shot clock for clock or for adjustment. I'm kind of curious if that's a typo and he meant to say take shot button, or if he really uses the shot clock. What's going on, DZ? I'm pretty sure I just sent myself coins. But one more minute, guys. One more minute. We'll open up the chests and kick it off. I'd like to wait for everybody, but who knows how long it's going to take, and people can always go back and watch this later. Wish there wasn't copyrights. I'd love to be able to play my music during the stream. Fill that background noise for you guys so that when there's silence, there's not silence. And you guys could, it makes it more personal in my feeling, like you can kind of feel my mindset per songs, and I feel like there's certain songs that really make you play on fire and some that kind of throw you off. And yeah, playing this account. I am dead set on making sure I at least get this platinum. So friendlies, even though it's only 3,000 coins a pop, I still want to do it here. You know, every little bit helps. So do you got a jet or something, Tim? Because that's not a bad idea. I could go through. Alan, I told I'd go first since he's going to keep the list. But if you got to go, then I'll get N1 with you first. Well, how about whoever gets the whoever sends me the request first, I'll take. Go. And we're off. Come on, tournament hole right off the bat. Will someone type it? For some reason, it's telling me I need to sign in to chat. Don't know why I'd have to sign in. Or actually, I can do this here. There you go. Yeah, really, it's not a bad idea because I don't exactly want to fill up with Tour 4 chess anyways. It's going to happen, but doesn't really make a difference if the chests are full. That's my point. I should have that. I'll just leave that Facebook link up. I don't really need the club guide out for friendlies. The wind is not very significant, so oh, we don't need to waste a Kingmaker either. Oh, Quasar. I like my Quasar. Just make sure we don't need to overpower it. Usually, if I don't need to overpower, but I need a little curl, this is kind of my go-to. Bottom of the ring. Oh yeah, good call, Tim. Just accepted 3 people. Am I going to hit this damn tree? Oh my God. I didn't have time to mess with it. I should have curled it around it, but that's all right. Gracias. You didn't have to do that. I appreciate it. You didn't have to do that. Because now if I make this, what are you going to do? Ooh, not making it with that great. First game of the day. I usually don't hit perfect on a rough or sand wedge when it's my first game. Usually. It does happen once in a while. I'll go turn on airplane mode after this game. I hate being disturbed. My phone rings a lot. Hate this damn hole, but at least it's tourney hole. So I saw someone aim at the top of this hill yesterday, and they severely under-adjusted. I thought the top of that hill was level with where we're shooting, but low, because you can't see that. You could only see the top of the flag there. So that green is downhill, but that hill I feel like is exactly where we are. So it should be equal elevation, but it worked out pretty good for him. I've been liking down in here. And then we're going to curl it. So we're only going to do a little over 2. We're not going to do quite 2.4. And then we're going to curl it in too. And that should send it left. That's how I've been approaching it. Thank you. Ah, come on now. Come on now. This is a matchup that if this were regular match play, I'd be pissed off. Good luck, Tim. So I'd rather cut it back to 4 and just give it a little overpower. instead of adding that extra top spin, because otherwise you can roll too far here. Ooh, I still caught that lip. Damn. Lip glitch. It's a real thing. At least from there, with that far of a ride, I should be able to still reach. Should be good from there. All right, so we do got to give it a little bit of overpower here. And we need top spin with the rough iron. It's close to overpower, so we want more top spin, so we don't need to get to that full overpower point. So there's about 50%. Subtract the wind. Something about right there. Whew, buddy, that was bad. All right, gotta save one now. Get in the hole. Get in the hole, Tim. I just accepted the request that was on my Facebook, DZ. So it was a little uphill, so I'm just going to give it the teeniest, tiniest touch of power. Don't forget to add that power when you're shooting uphill. It is very important. The day I realized that, I think I started making 50% more of those. 50% more that hit perfect, at least. I hate this shootout hole. Apparently Tim's not happy about it either. Yep, I'm down. I'll dunk with you. Oh man. Luckily we can get there because of the wind. Still didn't, I know to overcalculate that one. And I did, but not enough. Hitting a dunk with a wood is never going to be easy, though. Alan. All right, let me restart. Yeah, as much as it wasn't a new one, at least it was a tourney one. What's going on, Bill? All right, at least that's better. Not right in the way of the tree this time. Who's up after DZ here, Alan? Oh, so it'll be Quentin, then you, Bill. Interesting. Great chat killed me. I was uh, I was looking at the way the fairway was working there, and it was like the more left I went, the more it started going kind of towards the cup. So I was trying to curl it to kind of smack that same spot and make it roll the right way, but the great definitely threw it off course. Trying to figure out a consistent way to get at least close on this hole because it's hard since they changed it. Most of the albatrosses I've seen here have been accidents on great shots, so at least from the left. If you can get the power slice to get to that right fairway, the shot's more consistent for sure. Are you talking clubs? Yeah, no limit on clubs or anything. Tour 4 is the only limit. So I want to try to get tournament holes. So We're getting too few of them as is, so if we play another tour, that's really decreasing our chances. All right, at least we got one. So with this wind, any route that you feel is the best route is going to be okay. There's no advantage or disadvantage to any of the routes with straight headwind. I was trying that side myself. You can get there, you just have to curl around the tree. But it's definitely doable. It's just a tricky shot because you're over water, so the wind does change slightly, and you're probably not at max club. Good shot. Really good shot. I'm still going to go with this because I'm trying to figure this shot out just in case this is the way the wind wants us to go. So I think we need about a half a bar of topspin here with the headwind. Not quite enough on the curl there. Really need to over crank that curl, I think. Might have even been better with no topspin because I hit that little fairway patch up there and it slowed it down. Might have had a better roll up that hill had it not hit that. No way to know until we get there. Good game, DZ. Very nice shot. Tough little hole here. Alan, an expert, you can expect they'll get nasty on a couple holes. There's usually one that is like just the worst wind you could have. And then usually like another two that the wind is not favorable. Maybe not god awful, but like some left to right with a slight bit of tailwind or a slight bit of headwind situation. Or like a shot that you want to curl left to right will have right to left wind, something like that, where it's against what you're doing, but not necessarily really, really bad. And then usually three holes that are pretty, not for or against you, just kind of that's the way they are. All right, so we want only like, we got to cut back the top spin for this tailwind. And then usually there's about three holes that the wind is favorable. Maybe not like supremely crazy, ooh, too much curl. Supremely crazy favorable, but still favorable nonetheless. So Masters, from what I see, they usually do the same as expert essentially, except, stronger wind. So there'll be, I'm almost positive that one par 5, I think it's the last one, or it's the second one. Can't remember right now. But I have a feeling they're going to set up a power slice shot where you'll be like short thorn or max Endbringer distance for an albatross. Should be like half a ring. I was overplaying it, still a touch. Probably about a fourth of a ring there. Barely had to move it. Yeah, and every hole has water hazard, which makes it a dangerous game for sure. Pretty sure. Look at this. Nice shot. Get in the hole. Yeah, every single hole has water hazards. Good luck, Bill. All right, we get a tourney hole. Oh yeah, Alan, that's the only play in my book. It's the best shot to the green. It's really not that hard of a shot to get there either. Hey! 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 Hold on a second, guys. Hey! Hey! Stop. Settle down. Too much. This is definitely a hole I recommend at least the katana ball. That way you won't have to overpower that second shot. And if you have to overpower with a katana ball, then Titan or Kingmaker. So you can set yourself up right, so you don't have to risk shooting too far and doing what I just did. That's trouble. Well, screw it. We're going for the dunk because I don't like it. If the ball guide's not letting you slow down and you're that close, go for the dunk. Come on. Come on, Bill. Get it in the hole. You got it. Top spin. Oh, you're going crazy. Crazy, man. That's a good shot. Good game. Still needed a touch of that top spin, but definitely was a valiant effort there. I'm still in the loading screen. All right. So this is one I've actually seen someone go right and make it to long iron distance, which was definitely a nice play because they were able to use a Saturn and it was a nice shot. So it might be worth considering going left if the wind is calling for it in the tournament. Or I'm sorry, going right. I do tend to like the left play myself as well. It's an easier line to the green, even if you're short. You know, you can top spin, overpower. You can get there. Ooh, that's unlucky. What's going on, Warrior? So I can definitely get more distance going this route. I'll put her right about there. So the wind got to hit perfect or probably great right. Hopefully it still has enough pull on it to stay left on the fairway. Wasn't bad. I should still be able to reach from there. Ooh, that sucks. That sucks. That's all right. Hard curl. You got it. Ooh, I thought you were going to roll downhill into the rough. I was going to say that was really unlucky, but safe. Safe play. Overplaying a little bit since we're playing on water. Ooh, damn. I'm off today. You should probably be overplaying almost every hole at least a slight bit. in this tournament. Even if it's just a little smidgen extra, because you're not directly over water. There's water all over. I mean, think if you were on this island, it would be breezy. It'd be breezy everywhere. A shot. The distance dunk. I think I'd have a margarita. Not a huge fan of Corona. Man, I think too much coffee makes me off in this game. Damn this hole again. All right, so I don't like that. I'm just going to go rough bump. Stop twitching on me when I let go. Yeah, that's probably not much better. That wasn't great. Honestly, with this slight of wind and doing a rough bump here, you should be right on the hole. I love football. If you're talking about American football, if you're talking about European football or soccer, then I do not watch football. And I am with Tim. I am a Bears. Yeah, Bears. We're going wild card this year, I'm telling you. Minnesota ain't nothing. Detroit ain't nothing. Green Bay is going to be good, of course. Good game. Quentin, are you in Colorado? Yeah, I'm not a soccer fan. Soccer and football cross seasons here. Um, in high school, like where it all started for me big time. So you were either football or you were soccer. You picked one, and football is definitely the sport I always gravitated towards. I played at Pee Wee too for a little bit. Tim is not happy. I can't blame him. I might switch over and play some Tour 9 if we run out of friendlies. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Be cool if I could match with Tim, and then we could just, or anybody in here that is playing Tour 9, if we can get a match, we can do a few, just kind of rematch each other a couple times. The odds are pretty slim, but you never know. Hockey's good to watch, or if you're at the game. Like, I love going to them. I've probably been to like 20 hockey games in my life, mostly Chicago Wolves, which were a lot of fun to watch because they were very good for a good while. Hey, Brendan. It's weird. It didn't highlight the message in orange for me. He's asking if you wanted to get in on the friendlies. We're out of challengers already. We're on the second run. Which people should be challenging me. I'm off today. Oh, you jerk. It's like so hard to stop short there because there's a little hill that's downhill right towards that cup. So if you got the line right, it'll just go in. But if you just miss that hill on the bounce, you go short. All right, come on, new par 3. Then what I'll do is after I play Brendan, I'll go ahead and pop all those chests. I feel like it's about time. And then I'll do some Tour 9. If you guys want to try to match up, then we'll go for it. It's like 3 or 4 of you all press go at the same time as I press it. There's a chance one of us matches. All right. Nice, we can make this play up here happen. So we're going to go with an overplay, about 10%, which would be about 4.7. Not sure with that great shot. Little more of an overplay. A little more backspin would have been nice there too. Yeah, that's another. I've been trying that rough bump as well. I haven't had a good one. I haven't had it hit yet. And the one I think might have, the dude forfeited when the ball was midair. So I didn't get to see what happened. There's definitely more than one way to play this hole. Just got to figure out what's going to work best for you for whatever ball you're trying to play with whatever club. You know, a sniper and a Bandera ball is going to be a very different shot than like a Kingmaker and a Guardian. What's going on, Steven? Good game as always, Tim. Brendan, I went 15 for 16 last night in Tour 9, and then I was like, okay, I'm going up. Went up to Tour 10 and lost 5 in a row, or 4 in a row. I pretty much lost everything I had just made. I was so sad. And of course, I was already maxed in Tour 9, so I didn't gain any cups there, but I lost them all in Tour 10. What's going on, Hal? $20%? Okay. Yeah, see, I did 10%, and that wasn't nearly enough. 20% seems right. Like I was saying, it's all over water. It's going to be an overplay on almost every shot. Just got to figure out how much of an overplay. Between elevation changes and water, it's going to add stuff. All right, so we want to come more over here for sure. If we go right there, we shouldn't even need curl, really. Just going to put a touch to influence it. Should have done a touch more topspin. A lot of the times, a topspin with that tailwind makes that ball go flying. It's not a bad lay there, but you want to be closer for sure, especially if you're playing someone as good as Brendan. He's definitely no amateur. Guy's got skill. Yeah, me too, Tim. Glad you hit it perfect. So I hit great, so I wasn't 100% sure if it was my great that caused it or the wind, but I hit great right and it was still left, so I have to assume it was wind. So I even lined up my yeah, I know this one, mother of pearl. This is one of my least favorite holes in the game, too. It's a toughie. I really just wish they'd get rid of this hump. That would make this hole so much better because you have to avoid it if you want a consistent shot. What are we at? Probably about mid. So all we need is about a ringish. About a ringish. Darn great. Luckily, I undermeasured a little bit. We got there. I didn't see the replay. I saw the post, though, but I read the comments first. And since I saw them, I was like, I'll skip it. That happens, though, sometimes. You have a bad drive, and then you know you have to redeem yourself, so you turn your game on and you finish the hole well. I think this is the fourth time we've had this hole, too. But we haven't had a single tourney hole twice. I'm definitely going to keep posting about this to Playdemic. Yeah, you guys gotta, if you get a matchup with someone you know in Tour 9, you definitely should play at least a few. Because that's so hard to do. Shoot, in Tour 9, if I play a good opponent that, isn't an emoji spammer or anything like that, I always try to see if they'll rematch. Even if I don't know them, just because it's hard to get, a good opponent. And I don't just mean good in skill, but, they are good sports as well. Complement a good shot, knowing it, even if they lose, they don't get upset about it. They just play the game. Because you can't get upset. All right, so we're going to go with 5.2. Hopefully it doesn't bite me in the butt. Close. Probably more like a 5 there, an even 5. It's not quite at max. Good game, Brendan. All right, are there any new challengers? Anyone that hasn't played yet that was on the list? I think we're out, so I think I'm going to pop these chests here. All right. First, we'll open the one that's already done. Don't need those. Don't need those. Not bad. Hell yeah. There we go, Tim. There we go, Tim. We're doing that right off the bat. That's a big one. That is a big one. That extra ball guide and that extra backspin. The accuracy doesn't mean too much, but That is nice. All right, then 27 gems. Definitely take it. Okay. As soon as I'm done opening those, we'll get those in, and then I'll do the Tour 9s. Houdini. Is this an epic or a ball? Epic or a ball? Come on, epic. Ball. Marlin. Worst ball you can fucking win, too. How do you get that from a Tour 9 gold chest? All right. Guaranteed epics in this bad boy. Hopefully they're good. Only 7. That's not great. Big topper. Not a fan of that. Grizzly. That was bad. That was a bad platinum chest. I expected as much, but still disappointing. Is what it is. Welcome, Bernice. All right, we got a good one. Keep up with the Quasars. See if I can get this shot here. Pull it to right about there. I would definitely want a side spin 3 ball here for this. And probably want to use like an Apocalypse. Yeah, it doesn't have enough sideways there. More curl. At least a side spin 3 ball. It might get there with the curl of the Thorhammer with the side spin 3, but more curl would make that shot much easier. You can also play it risky and hit that little strip of fairway between the bunker and the rough, but that's dangerous. But that shot is definitely reachable. I feel like from the second tee it was much easier because you're coming in hotter, so the top spin takes you further, so you can more easily clear that from in front of the bunker. But I know I'm bringing the Apocalypse on this hole. I like the curl. Did what, Tim? Between the bunker and the rough? So we're just gonna play it up here. We don't want to risk too much here. We want to get on the fairway. That's the most important thing. You know, that gives us a shot at the pin. It's not an easy one, but it gives us a shot. Pretty straight shot, no elevation change, and it's a short shot. So all you got to do is add the teeniest bit for the water, and you should be good. See, I could do this probably. try and show you. So we're going to do 4.9 at the mid. So right about 2 rings. We're going for that roll down into the cup. Boom. And that is how it is done. Yeah, it's been tough lately, Brendan. I've been having some tough competition. Thanks, DZ. What's going on, Michael? Not sure why Pennsylvania is calling me. Good game, Hal. Well, we definitely appreciate your presence, Bernice. Every viewer is welcome. And doing well. Sorry, Hal. We already got Freddie in the dock. Let's see. Pretty standard. I'm actually gonna try to overpower the crap out of this one. See if I can pass the tree with the Quasar. Come there, right there. The line should be safe. Nice. Just enough to get past it. Appreciate it, Hal. You know, there's also sometimes people just have your number too. There's definitely a few people I have friendlied that are either undefeated against me or, you know, definitely very slanted in their direction. So this seems to be the most consistent area. Line it up just left of the pin and just over 1. Just a touch. 10% of 1 isn't much. Damn great shot. Greats will send your ball off in a very bad direction here because of all the undulation in the fairway. So great. If you're really close to the lineup or you had it right, if you hit great, you might not realize you still had it right because it'll look way off, but you might have been in the hole had you hit perfect. So until you hit perfect, don't change your adjustment. Oh yeah, that tournament will be interesting. It'll be interesting for sure. I definitely hope you at least post some shots on the 19th hole, Tim. Well, luckily, Freddie, it's not much wind, so it doesn't make that much of a difference. It's not one of those situations where you forget and then you're in the bunker. Oh yeah, either good in terms of a good shot or good in terms of super entertaining. I want to see them both. All right, at least it's an oasis. It's honestly, as much as I dislike it, they did change it, so it's good to practice this one. It's a tough one. This is some good wind direction for going with this bounce here. Daniel, I would probably do it like every turn. I would be forfeited by the first match. Good shot. This is interesting. I want to see something here. No, no way that's happening. It's going to put the teeniest touch of backspin on it. Come in about there. Full curl. See how this works. Damn, I got caught up on that too. That's going to be the trick is don't get caught up on that top fringe there. That's what's going to screw your shot. Because the slope of the green is friendly, so if you can get it to stay on the green. Close. That was a close one, Fred. Good game. Yep, I'm going to do tour 9. I'm going to step away for just a minute. I'll be right back, and then I'm going to hop in tour 9. I'm going to pop these silver chests too, because I want to get them away and make room for good chests. So I'll be right back. All right. All right. All right. Oh, I haven't heard anyone call it fapping in so long. Oh, I'm absolutely going to Master too. No breakfast. I'm absolutely going. I'm fighting for this platinum chest. Where is there it is? I've been playing Tour 10. I'm still not going to catch that guy. He's playing Tour 11 for sure. And he has he skyrocketed up to 200 and then has just been kind of playing chill. And I'm pretty sure if I even start creeping up on him, he's just going to go up like another 100. No chance, I don't think, but I'm going to do my damnedest. I'm at least, like I said, I'm getting that platinum. I plan on continuing Tour 10 either way. I'm at 70 million. I was waiting until I hit 60 to straight play it. The only reason I haven't been playing it exclusively is to draw tournament holes. See, I'm not sure that that's true. The more I play, the more I think you're literally grouped mostly as much as they can with people from your exact division. You play outside of that, your matches will be outside of that, but I'm pretty sure they bracket you with people in that division for the most part, the best they can. So if you're at Master 3, you're probably going to have like 70 people that are Master 3, and the other ones will be Master 2 and 1 just to make up the gaps. I'm pretty sure. I have no, hardcore evidence of that, but just off of the patterns I've seen moving around different levels, I feel like that's how they do it. I like Tour 10 a lot too, but I definitely get shafted sometimes in the shootouts. I had a bad run last night. Damn, down in one. Don't want you. I wish you could opt to not get two clubs ever. Like, pick two clubs that you would like to never receive club cards for to increase your chances. Even if you had to pay like $10 for that option, I would do it. Alan, I think we're going to see something kind of like the Easter Ball. That's my feeling. Yeah, but last tournament was kind of a fluke because the wind. The wind was favorable and expert. So even people that weren't great or didn't have the best clubs had just as good of a chance. Whereas of when they throw in a hole or two where the wind is not favorable, like in the previous tournament, like hole 918 from the New York tournament. No, not the New York tournament. What the hell tournament was that? Can't remember. Drawing a blank right now. But yeah, when there's a really bad wind situation, then the people that have those extra clubs are going to have a way better chance of keeping their score up than the people that are lower. So I feel like a lot of it has to do with the particular tournament as well. That's pretty true, No Breakfast. If you can still get like top 10 or top 25 even in master bracket, it's probably going to pay off better than like a third place in the expert bracket. The exception is first place, because I feel like first place they give you a better slot of cards in general. So a few less of those to get the better cards is worth it. But if you're not getting first, if you know you're probably sitting likely third to fifth or something like that anyways, just based off of your skill level and where you typically land, then moving up to Masters is probably the best bet. You just got to still play a really good round of golf. All right, I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to bring in the Apocalypse for a little while to potentially test out a few shots, hopefully. No, not Masters tournaments, just Master Division. I've been playing Master Division Expert for about 2 months. I dropped down to Expert once to try it. I did get 4th place, but I was so disappointed in the chest quantity that I decided it just wasn't worth it. And I felt really bad, too, dropping down. And my clubs are fair at that level, but my skill level is not when it really comes down to it. People that are true experts, like just getting there, maybe a second or third tourney in, it's really taking a shot at them, and I don't like doing that. I like to play at my level or even higher if possible. Tim, I said what I want to see is either wind 4, spin 3, power 2, or wind 5, spin 2, power 2. Or even wind 5, spin 1, or spin 2, power 1. I like that second degree of spin because I don't like using curl when I don't have to, because it's much harder to gauge where the bounce is gonna take you. Spin is more reliable in that sense. So if I can avoid it, I like to. All right, guys. So the plan here, if you're gonna try and match up with me, I will type go in the chat. I need to sign in so I can actually do that. It's not letting me sign in. That is weird. Maybe I got to do it on YouTube. Give me 2 seconds. See, I just don't know. I know they really like to switch it up as much as they can so they don't feel like they're releasing the same balls over and over and over and over. So I kind of feel like it's not going to be. I feel like the Hollywood ball or the Easter ball is more likely, because it's been a little longer since those, than say the Bandera ball. Santa's back there. Special Marlin ball. No, no, no. I hate spin 1 unless the other stats have to be beautiful. Like the Easter ball was okay because it was, wind 4, power 3, so it still had plenty of uses even with the lack of spin. All right, back to trying to sign in here. Ooh, it'll just let me here for some reason. All right, so I'll just type it here. Let's see. When I'm ready to go, I'll type go. I'm going to get to the Tour 9 screen. At least I got a tournament hole. Is this you? Detlef? Are you Taylor Nathan? So I want to over curl it. Not a bad play. I'm guessing he is from Germany. Alan. Hey Ben, what's going on? All right, I'm guessing we're going to be at Saturn distance here. That's pretty unfortunate. These little palm trees get quite in the way. I don't I don't think it matters that much, Tim. You could try to do it with your baby account or whatever your lower account your is, because um, we don't need to be friends to match like this, so you can do it with whatever account. I know I've gotten um, like 3,900 and 4,000. I can't recall if I've gotten 4,170, but I play Tour 10, so I imagine it's possible. Let's see how our opponent. Oh, I like watching the opponent go first, just so I know. Plus, I hate if like they don't know about this rough bump. I don't want it. I don't want them to know. Not until after the match. They can know, but I like going second. Not even because I want to copy them, just strategically. So hard to gauge that. Should have turned the camera the other way, so I was looking up the hill. Not terrible. Beatable, though. Thanks for the sub, Mike, if you're in here. I think 13 is my best streak in 9, too. It's tough to keep a streak going in 9. You know, I play like 4 for 1 most of the time, or 3 for 2, or 3 and 2. So I'm always like that 60 or 70% win rate, or usually. But I have my bad days too, where I'm like 1 out of 4, just because matchups can suck. You know, if you get the right hole, like the Oasis par 4 with the that island green. And your opponent has like an APOC 6, and all you have is a Thor Hammer 4, and we got like 11-mile-an-hour headwind, you can't make that first jump, and he can. And then it becomes really hard to win. Like, they got to either screw up or you have to have 2 amazing shots. So there's times it'll eat you up, unfortunately. But for the most part, you can compete against almost any clubs on most of the holes. All right, get to the screen. Try again. If anybody is trying to match up. Let me try something here. Close that. All right, we're back to synced up. We're a little behind on the screen, so I wanted to get caught up. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say now. When I say that word, I want someone to instantly, so have it ready in the chat, have instantly put a smiley face. Because I'm going to count after I say now so we can see what the delay is. Now. Seven seconds. We're going to try one more time. Someone have a smiley face ready to go. So as soon as I say now, you can just hit enter. Give it a second for someone to get ready. I don't care if it's 1 person or 5 people do it. I'll know. It'll be more reliable if I see more people do it. So now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 seconds. All right, so we got about a 5-second delay. So I'm going to say go. When I say go, hit play. Then I'll wait 5 seconds and I'll hit play. All right, ready, set, go. It's funny, but hey, you got to do what you got to do to try to get a matchup with a buddy, right? They don't want to give us friendlies in Tour 9, so we do what we got to do. And it still, like, never works. I think they purposefully try to not let you pair up with people in your friends list when you do that. They don't want people exploiting the game. They try. But that being said, they're doing it wrong. Wow, I'm out of Titans. Well, that's all right. We shouldn't really be using them down here anyways. With the Tailwind, there's no reason to waste a Titan, really. And I want a little more right spin on that. Yeah, exactly. That's their plan, but Tim, it's because you're so high ranked. Yeah, they could do something like that. That's one solution. Because let's be real, when it comes to I'm trying to practice, honestly, I'd rather not be wasting 1,000,000 coins a hole, so I could take risky shots and stuff like that. Try and really find some secrets to the hole. But you don't want to do that at 1,000,000 coins a pop. Even with 71 million, I don't want to lose 15 million on the fly just because I'm experimenting. All right, close to min. There's about mid. We'll go with the mid. About there should be enough left of the cup. Mid should be probably about 6 3/4 rings. Keep hitting great on this shot. Oh, that was maybe in the hole with perfect too. You can't really judge a great shot, but it looks like it very well could have been. I agree, Alan. Unless you are still carrying a rookie banner, because then you're probably still a rookie, and those levels are actually they're not cheap for you. You know, if you're playing Tour 4 and you're still young to the game and you only have 30 or 40,000 coins, even friendlies are expensive, so you do deserve the chest. But beyond that, then they should cut it. See, Tim, if I have gems like I do, I don't care because I'll just pop them, get rid of them. It's still clubs. You could still potentially pull an extra mile out of there. So I never complain about them. I just don't expect it, and I just want to get rid of them so I have the room for good chest slots. But if I don't mind wasting 20 gems because a lot of the times that 20 gems you'll get something worth it. Whew, that's some wind. All right, let's see if we can. I'm going to go here. We're just going to go with a true measurement because I'm probably not at max. It's going to take probably something like that. We're just going to curl it around that tree. Let's see if this works. Oh, no! Danger, Will Robinson. That's a sad way to lose a hole. All I can hope is he does something stupid, hit it, it's a water hazard too, and I get another shot at it. It won't be this hole, but damn trees, man. It's the trees. Coming from the trees. It is what it is. You know, I'm happy to learn that now instead of the tournament. That would suck to like maybe want to take that shot in the weekend, thinking, like I couldn't quite get there, taking the sand bump the other way, but I was getting close. So I'm like, oh, maybe some curl will get me in there, and then I do that in the weekend round. So I'm better to find it out now. All right, I'll try again. I am going to hit play. And on 5 for me, after I say go. Ready, set, go. I don't believe that's any of you. If it is, definitely say something in the chat so I know so we can rematch. I like getting in these early streams. I don't interfere with anybody. It's nice. Well, typically, Hal, this is when I stream. Yeah, most weeks I'm off Friday, Saturday. So I do 2 rounds of my opening on Friday, and then I do all 3 on Saturday. This week, I intend to do both my expert accounts at the same time. So, my pro account, I'll likely stream on Thursday when I get home from work in the evening. Still early evening here. It's like 6:30. Um, and then Friday will be expert early in the morning, and then Saturday will be expert early in the morning. And if there's still time, I'll do pro then. And if not, then I'll put it off till whenever it's open because it's not the one I'm focusing on. Expert is where I want to focus my attention, what I want to focus my game on, and what I want to try and help the community learn, help pros get prepared for it. So there's a lot of pros that I feel like they're worried to go to expert, and I understand why. It's a big stake to put in. Putting down 1,000,000 coins is no joke for a lot of people. Plus 100K per match. And the wins are tougher, and I get that. So that's where I want to focus. Hell yes, in a lot of cases, exactly. That's a big reason people don't do it. But I'm about to play expert with my second account. That's 1,200 games in this tournament. So hopefully I will show people you don't need the greatest clubs to compete in Expert. You do probably need that 230 mark driver. And, a decent wood. Those are going to be the two things that really are going to define if you can play Expert. The rest of the clubs don't matter that much. As long as you know how to play with those clubs, they all work fairly well. A skewer is going to do just fine for you if that's all you have. Most people get a thorn pretty early, and that's the club I suggest for short iron. Backbone is a great club that'll get you through Expert if you don't have a high level Saturn. The other clubs don't make that much of a difference. So we need a touch of backspin, I think. Just one bar. And I'm going to left spin a bar. Try and counter that wind. 10-mile-an-hour wheel push the ball. Close. I should have probably gone about a bar and a half of left spin to counter the bounce, the wind bounce. You're absolutely right, Brendan. But that's the point. If I can show people how to do it, they're going to learn that how to play 10 plus comfortably quicker. Sometimes watching someone else do it, makes you realize it's not that hard. What's going on, Eric? Quentin, that was a very tough tournament to choose to go Expert for the first time. Those are long holes. Honestly, I think you could do it here. Knowing you went to Expert that long ago, I think you could do it. I'm going to be putting out a guide later tonight, a basic guide on how to play these holes. It's not going to be very detailed because I haven't drawn them too much, and I've made errors and stuff on them, so I haven't honed in everything. But I do know the general routes that are best. And it's going to all change, I'm sure, when we see the wind anyways. So it'll be a good starting point. If you're considering it, watch the tournament guide. Give it a try on day one. And if you don't qualify with it, if you look like you're going to barely squeak by but you're not feeling comfortable, then purposefully don't qualify and drop back down to pro. There's nothing wrong with that. You'll get a nice little didn't qualify offer anyways. So but you'll definitely, if you're going to take that route and you're going to test it out, you definitely want to know what the brackets look like. So definitely keep an eye out and watch what is the average score, what the high score is. Oh, come on, guy. But you want to know where you're going to be because you don't want to accidentally, let's say you're on pace for a -8, but you're not really happy with that. But then -5s are qualifying. And you drop to a -6 thinking that's going to be fine. And then you qualify with a -6, and then you have the worst tiebreaker, and you can't get out, and you didn't want to do it. So just be very careful. Play slow if you can. Try to wait towards the end of the day to finish your round, so you know what you need, you know what the brackets look like. Shoot me or post a picture of your bag on the 19th hole too, if you're curious to if you really think there are clubs that are good enough to compete. All right, pushing play, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, if you have the bankroll to support it, then yeah, go for the try. The prize is worth it, and if you can compete, you'll be so much happier and expert. Perfect. Yeah, you have the bankroll to support it. You know, because if you, let's say, lost every single one of your qualifiers, you'd still be above that 10 million mark. So I would say it's worth a try. So like I said, go slow and see how you feel about the holes too. Not just if your score is going to qualify, but if you feel like you can replicate doing well. It's important. You know, and watch your own replays too. Like if you had a really nice shot or a really bad shot, watch the replay. If it's just kind of an average shot, still stuck middle of the fairway on a grate or something, don't worry about it because that means it's a very safe drive. But if you have a beautiful shot that you need to take that away to the weekend round, definitely watch your replay and take your notes because the way you did it is the best way. Don't follow someone else, you know, unless that was like if you watched a shot I did, copied that, then, you know, continue with that. But if the shot was your own, you were just trying something out or just went with your instincts on a shot, then by all means, keep your shot. Don't change your because someone else found a different shot. Ah, just a touch too much. Brendan. Freddie, if you can translate anything that needs to be translated, I'd appreciate that. I can't speak German. Thanks, Boomer. So you can see I'm aiming long and left of the pin. That's compensating for the bounces. And then you can make your normal ring adjustment. That was in without the grate. Darn it, darn it, darn it. You can get it, Brendan. You can get it. I never disconnect, like never. But I turn on airplane mode for tournaments. That's a big thing. So you can't get any type of notifications that disconnect you, such as phone calls. And I always play at my home Wi-Fi. So that's where I have the best signal. I gotcha, Freddie. Gracias. Thank you, Detlef. Now that I know, what's going on, Santos? I'm doing well. Yourself? We'll go with this side. Ah, pain in the balls. There we go. Ooh, under measure that one. Yeah, it was mean, but that shot might be necessary depending what kind of winds we get. I'm really hoping we get a slight headwind right to left. That would be the best wind for this hole, in my opinion. That means you could play the shot off that fairway like normal, and all it'll take is tweaking the adjustment to figure out how to get it to drop. The island shot I'm doing if we have left to right wind. That'll be the way I attempt it. And then if we have straight headwind or straight tailwind, I'm probably going to try the bump. All right. When I say go, if you're trying to match me, press play. Ready, set, go. All that spinning. Yes, it is, Santos. Trying, anyways. We're not getting too many holes here. Nope, I don't believe so, Tim. Oh, are you talking to someone else? I don't believe I've had any matchups. If I did, I'm sorry, because I would have rematched. This is some terrible wind for this hole. It's like the worst direction. Safe play. Yeah, no, I don't believe I have. Awesome, Detlef. I appreciate that. Now you know you have someone that can translate any messages should you need to share them. Very awesome that someone that can't even speak the language is tuning in. That's pretty cool. Yeah, Boomer. That's not a bad idea. Put it on your swinging finger. It'll help you remember. But yeah, every single hole, at least 10%. At least if you're over the water or around it. If you're there's a few shots where there's probably not much of a change because the water is off to the side too much. You're not swinging over it anymore. Woo, buddy. All right, this is going to be a shot in the dark. I'm going to go with 4. I hope that's enough. All right, got safe. That's all I wanted from there. Thanks, Tim. It was ugly, but it worked. It's a nice shot. I'd hope not, Santos. Don't wait till Monday to use the toilet. That'd be tough. All right. Get to see this bad boy from the second tee. So with tailwind, I definitely like the back play. What's going on, Kenneth? You're going to go a bar and a half. Let's try that. It's going to play more because of the wind. It's going to almost do 15 here. All right, this will be a good test. So 15 was probably too much still. You know, that'll definitely still be a safe play for the tournament. So that's likely going to be a true measurement because of just with the severity of the wind, it's moving you down closer to mid. So it's probably going to be about a true measurement when all is said and done. At least with tailwind like that. Maybe. He might have forfeited. Catching up on the chat. Sorry, guys. Yeah, it's hard to get him, Kenneth. It is hard to get him for sure. Yeah, he rage quit. Be right back, guys. I gotta use the restroom real quick. Brendan. Thanks for the sub, Charles. Appreciate it. What's all this you and Detlef are talking about there, Freddie? All right, if you're trying to match, press play on go. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, Brendan. Ooh, this is tough win for this hole. Haha, Freddie. Yeah, don't underestimate yourself, Freddie. You're definitely decent at the game. Man, this is some tough winning for this hole. I don't like wasting the good balls in tour, but I gotta at least pump up a power 2 win 2. Oh, don't kill me, great. It's gonna kill me. Damn. Thank God I've got a Spitfire, but that's what you get for having the APOC in instead of Thor. Well, he evened the odds a little bit. Just a touch of overpower and a touch of curl. I don't want that needle moving too quick. But I want, ooh, that might be too much. All right, still fine. I want to get as much distance as I can out of there, but I want to get it safely. You don't need, the difference there to another 5-10 yards up isn't that significant. But the little bit of overpower with the tailwind is worth it. Thank you, Detlef. Still got to make a good shot here. It's probably about mid. That's kind of unfortunate. One of those spots that's quite difficult to get the roll you want. What's going on, RJ? All right, Brendan, if you're ready, we'll try. Brandon, you still there? Are you going to try to match up? Tim's going to try too, apparently. I just saw him sign in. All right, guys. When I say go, you hit tour 9. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3. It's hard, guys. It'll probably never happen, but it's worth a try. Oh, this dagged hole. At least, this wind, we should be able to go for an interesting shot. So that's where we want to be. Zoom out so we can do this right. No overpower. That tiny touch is okay because I was tiny touching it. Oh shoot, this is the Apocalypse, not the Thor. Glad I still got over. That was a mistake on my part. Tim. Yeah. Even then though, they still don't like to do it. I've seen many people with like the same cup level trying to match and they still, well yeah, I could see, like maxed out and then you're dropping down tours to match, then yes, be pretty easy. But if you're in the if you're trying to play tour 11, probably not going to work very easily. Yeah, exactly what I would have figured. RJ, you planning a stream today, friend? I know it's still early, but if anybody's trying to get on, happy to stop at any point. But if there's no one trying to get on, I'll keep it going. I need to get the practice in anyways. Ah, gotcha. Such is life. What in the hell? At least let me practice. Pop one of those, make some room. Man, the one rare that I have maxed. All right, I'll go on 4, try and find a happy medium. You guys set? Oh, I know Tim is ready. No worries, James. You haven't missed much. I've only gotten like 4 tournament holes, I think, in the whole 2.5 hours I've been on. All right. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I'm doing tour 9, RJ. If you can't get in, that's understandable. I'm trying to, get some pro distance tees, not only for my sake, but for viewers. There are a lot of people that play pro and some going into expert. And I'm sure they're just like us, where they're not drawing the right holes very often. So I'm sure everybody appreciates as much as they can see at this point. I do still have to make my guide today, but I can do that at any point. It should only take me about half an hour. I love me some Guns N' Roses. Currently, the Stones is going on in the ears. My station plays a good mix of classic rock and 90s alternative. That's my jam. Like I said, I wish I could just play it for everybody. Thank you, RJ. That is quite nice of you. November Rain is a great song. Yeah, Freddie is a good loyal YouTube follower. I see him in darn near every stream. If he's up or available, he is in it. Same with Alan. Ooh. Gonna have to come this way. It took away some backspin, I know it did, but I don't have time to tweak it. Oof. James, you mean like classic rock should be copyright free, basically? Even 90s alternative almost at this point. I would think they wouldn't mind anybody streaming with anyone's music because it's advertisement, I don't get it. I'm not making money off the music. It's not what my people are in here for. Oh, man. Not sure, James. Ready, set, go. So this overplays quite a bit. Want just over 3 topspin. No overpower, about a 50% curl. And hopefully I played back enough. Perfect. This should stop right up there. Thank you, RJ. That actually should probably put us at an Endbringer shot, which is exactly what you want there. That is the goal. No, James, I've never done that. Still a good shot. Yeah, we could do Endbringer. Unfortunately, it's a little tricky with that lack of ball guide, but we'll go for it. Thorn isn't necessarily a whole bunch better. So we're looking at just under 4 rings. Ah, darn great. With that kind of shot, great won't go. Those short chips, a great will often go in, but not that. They're tough, Ben. It's one of those things where actually higher accuracy makes it a little trickier because you have to move more rings. And that number is a lot more precise that you need to hit. There's more forgiveness for the great shot than, like, say, a Firefly. But that's one of the reasons I like the Firefly. You know, that shot there, I probably would have had to move half a ring. And it has the ball guide to show you where it's ending up. The Endbringer lacks that, at least at the level it's at. It's got a good ball guide, but it doesn't show the run for whatever reason. It's a funny ball guide. It's not meant for run shots. It's meant for true chips. All right, so with this shot, usually line it up about a ring and a half. You know, I like a little safety net. And then we're going to put about 3.5 backspin, so we're looking short of the hole. And then make a measurement for about 8.5 here, 10%. It's one of those where the great shouldn't kill you. It's a tricky hole. It takes tweaks to the adjustment. You know, there's like 3 different levels of adjustment to get that to go where you want it to go. But if you can remember what I just kind of walked you through there, you'll win this shootout probably 9 out of 10 times. It's a tough one to get in close, so if you can, you'll win it quite frequently. This is exactly how I got those 3 golds and that platinum to open this morning. I just kept playing and popping open my silvers and stocking up on the others. I doubt I'll get another platinum, but I could probably fill with golds. James, were you going to try to get in and stream? I didn't ask. Not trying to clog the airways, but if no one's streaming, I'm happy to keep all y'all entertained while I practice. So, and I like the company. Otherwise, I sit and bug Tim with my replays and stuff. Yeah, the odds are really bad of drawing these tournament holes. I don't know why, but they seem worse than they should be. For considering they're all in the same tour, you should be freaking getting them pretty commonly. And it's like if I do get a tourney hole, it's usually that one Oasis par 4 that I hate. Like I haven't even seen the one par 5, the hole number 1 in the tournament. I haven't even seen that like but twice. And you would think I'd at least get that one a lot because that's an old one. Oh, wait. Go. 1, 2, 3. I went on 4. Try and see if that helps match up a little bit. Hey, Ben. Is that you? Damn. That would have been cool. I feel like that's somebody. Yeah, I thought so. Okay, cool. Awesome. And we got ourselves a good one. I didn't think so, Ben, but I forgot that Brendan has it's B, middle initial, or I mean middle vowel, and then N is how we got this name. I forgot. I've heard it before. That's why I knew it was somebody, but I think one. One top spin feels pretty good. Pretty darn close to 10. I'm actually, I'm going to underplay it a little in case I hit great to the right. Perfect. That's where we want to be. James. Thanks, Detlef. I think you a little under adjusted that, Brendan. Ooh, darn close. Darn close. I know, RJ, these guys couldn't have waited to put me in the group till after the stream. Yeah, I mean, all things considered, the way I lined that up and stuff, being, at max club and just taking a guess at where I needed it and pulling backwards, damn close. You'd like to be able to make your measurement and then just adjust and not have to do that funky stretch measurement. It's all good. Luckily, it doesn't really mess with my game. So we're going to have to curl this quite a bit because we don't have the full side spin. I don't like that way that looks there. Going to measure from this side. So move the 5 there, and then about 7.5. And we got to curl a good amount. Little more topspin. Not a bad shot, but a little more topspin if we want to get in close. I kept it down a notch because of the tailwind, but wasn't enough to influence it. Yeah, James, it really doesn't matter the tour, man. Chests in general just suck. The best thing about 10 is you're getting a higher quantity. That's it. So when you do get the good card, it's more. That's the reason to keep at it. Who's this challenging me? I gotta not now because we got a matchup in Tour 9. Whoever that is, I can do one after a few here. Oh, nice, Tim. Hey, I was just talking about this hole. Unfortunately, we got like the worst wind for it. But about 2.5 top should take care of it. We want to be right about in there. Full curl. I can just swipe them away. No biggie. It's not killing me. Yeah, Tim. You beat him, right? Yeah, I was pretty happy I beat him not even knowing who it was, Tim. I could tell from the stats that he was no chump at the game by any means. Ooh, close one. What's going on, Knuckles? You don't have to say good luck to me right now. We're playing Brendan in here, so good luck to him as well, you know? We're playing for real coin, so 1 million coin entry is no joke, no matter what your bankroll's at. And I hate putting my messenger chat on mute because then I'll forget. And then I'll miss a bunch of messages after the stream. So that's the reason I'm not. I'd rather just swipe. It doesn't interfere with my signal, so it doesn't bother me. Only interferes with your signal if you click it and go into the message. And it's not like they're saying anything that's anyone's going to be offended if they see it. Otherwise, they probably would have stopped. I'm assuming. This stupid hole. Good luck, Ben. Brendan. Ring and a half. 3.5. And a little to the right because of the wind, the direction of the wind. And we're going to go about 9, 1-ish. Damn great right again. When my clock is ticking, I tend to swing a touch early, which makes sense. Mentally, it makes sense. Could have used a touch more backspin with the heaviness of the tailwind. Look how much that flag's flaring there. Yeah. I usually do. I have been burned where for whatever reason it ends up short and clips that rough with the consistent measurement. You know, I mean, I know my measurements on this hole, but every once in a while it just takes a funny bounce and doesn't quite make that hop. When I go 3.5, it never happens. So that's the reason I did it. It's still a close shot. It's not easy to get within 3 on this hole at all. Good game. You snuck it in there. Yeah, I know. I hate getting in too close. Like I said, I give myself about a ring and a half there. So that should be enough that even with a slight, if I'm slightly pulling back too far on the target, or I slightly miscalculate the wind, it shouldn't hit that rough. I still win that hole probably 8 or 9 out of 10, like almost always. So I'm okay with my adjustment there. But if you're really trying to go for that ace, like if it's tournament time, then I would 100% agree. I would go 4 backspin and I would get it as close to that rough as I felt safe. Later, Bill. Thanks for tuning in. Damn it. I mean, luckily you can reach from there, but I've got the Spitfire in. Would much rather have the Malibu for a shot like this. Tim, you ever tried to power slice this hole with the direction we're getting on the left route and make it to green? I feel like it's possible. I should have probably tried it there, especially now that I'm playing with the APOC instead of the Thor. But I don't know if I could do it with an APOC 3 without using like a Berserker. I feel like maybe APOC 4 or 5 could get away with it with a Titan. So this should be close to 2 a ring, I'm guessing, because we're not at max, which would put us about there. I'm going to come in a little bit. I feel like it's going to be more like right about there. Damn. Nice. Interesting that I asked after you just did it with Deadpool. Because I didn't check those, whatever you sent me, obviously. Wow. But Extra Mile 6 and Titan? Good to know. I haven't attempted it since I actually learned how to properly power slice. I've tried it before, not really knowing, and I never hit the spot I wanted. I got in there close, but I would always like clip the rough or something to stop it before it had a chance to actually take the power slice. It would clip the rough on that first hop. I do really like this hole. I just don't want it right now since we're trying to get tournament holes. I kind of want to go back and watch this stream later and actually count how many holes we played and how many were tournament holes and send that statistic into Playdemic like, hey, buttheads, fix this. This is not okay. Like, people that can't play as often as I can afford to play, they don't even get to practice these holes, That's not fair. All right, so we're close to max, so that helps. And we got that full side spin 3. I hate the inconsistencies here. I hate them. We're only going to go with a touch of curl because the wind's blowing the wrong way. We don't want that to carry a lot more. Still had a long roll. Cool, Brendan. It's a very tricky shot with the left to right wind. It can still be done. You're going to have a hell of a time doing it with a navigator, but it can be done. Lots and lots of curl if you aim it up right. I just would not suggest taking this shot with this wind direction if this is if this is the wind we get in the tournament. You're better off getting in that rough bump. That would be safe. It's well done. Be a safe birdie. You're definitely not getting the ace, though. And that's what I mean. That's why I would suggest the other way. If you know how to take your measurements right, you have a better chance of dropping the ace from that rough bump with that direction of wind. I didn't notice, Daniel. Later, RJ. Thanks for coming in, brother. All right, turn it hole. And I get to do this with the Apocalypse this time. All good, Brian. So we'll see how this looks here with the power 2 ball, this shot. This hole in particular, you can get away with a spin too, as long as you got the curl. That shot just proved it, for sure. Because I almost didn't even make it. I was almost too far right. So you could definitely get away with it like APOC Titan, let's say. But your ball choice is going to really come down to the second shot here if you're taking this route. You want to make it your best, closest to max distance, or at least closest to not being between clubs as you can do, and be able to reach up here. So we're safe as long as we're between these trees. Okay, so we want backspin, right spin. Right about there with some curl. Little overplay. Oh, you butthead. Those trees, man, they made them real hard to get around. Those palm leaves are deadly. They stick out. I'd prefer to come around the trees to the right. Cool. I doubt I'm going to make the shot anyways, Brendan. This is going to be a tough shot with Spitfire, no doubt. Should be like a ring and a half, I'm thinking. Just under. Oh, yes. I was trying to think of what this shot looked like. With this side wind, I don't think you even need to hook it to, you need to curl it, full curl, but I don't think you need to do any kind of power hook. I'm pretty sure that wind and a hook and a curl will definitely push you over the right way. At least should be safe. If we have this wind in the tournament, the left might be a good way to go, because this wind will help you on that second shot. Let's see, he having great left, so if this makes it, we know for sure. Yeah, I think a perfect, you would have been there. I would maybe bring a side spin 3 ball. I think this hole is a side spin 3 ball. I really do. Best one you got. Kingmaker is probably going to be the best chance. Get in the hole. Detlef. Can we get another one? Can we get another one? Frickin' Milano. That's cool, Brendan. I'm probably going to cut the stream here after this one. We're at 3 hours. Plenty long. I definitely appreciate all you that have tuned in from the beginning. That's awesome. Nice, Boomer. Nice shot there. We're going to play Kingmaker. Or, I'm sorry, Titan. I knew what I meant. I'm just stupid sometimes. Get out. Ugly shot, but at least we're safe. You too, Brian. Hopefully we can at least get the new par 3 one more time here. Go for the tie. Best we can. So we want to just come up to this peninsula. About in there should be good. So right about there. Curl it in, nice and heavy. At least gives us a shot at it. IPA is India Pale Ale, Alan. It's a type of beer. It's delicious. Perfect shot. Get in the hole. Nice shot. All right. Should be a pretty true measurement here. Just a touch under, I believe. I'm not quite at max. So we'll go right about 11. Just take off that 0.6. We need a little finger cross for this one. Ooh, still way too far right. Good game. Good games. Multiple. One more chest open for you guys. Yeah, probably about right, Alan. That's all right. I don't normally take that shot, so it's not one I need to really have in my books. Normally, I don't mess that hole up that bad, and I can reach that that one fairway further, and I'm taking a short iron shot, and I know my exact everything with that shot. So, guys, I appreciate everyone tuning in. Sorry we didn't draw nearly as many tournament holes as we would have liked, but got a few in. Thanks to all the friendlies that played in the very beginning. If you haven't already done so, please hit that thumbs up before you get out of here. I'd appreciate it. Yeah, Boomer, I'll definitely take a look. Thanks, Clifford. And you are welcome. But yeah, definitely Boomer. Anyone, I mean, really, if you have any questions, feel free to send me a message on Facebook. I might not respond right away if I start getting a bunch of help or a bunch of requests for help, but I will definitely do my best to get everybody. That's what I'm here for, try and help out. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. This will probably be the last stream until Monday. See y'all in everyone else's streams. You know, look forward to watching Jesse, RJ, James, Helios, not on, Juan Golf Clash. Check out Santos if you haven't. Kenneth Ivy. There's tons of streamers to check out. So hope I see you in all of them. Later, guys. It's been fun.